today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we get a look at Jameis Winston ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints. First down, Winston. Will find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. On first down, they run with Kamara as he'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try to throw now. Winston forced out to his left. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. While the training staff takes it. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll get this out to Kamara. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Pass midfield. Still going. And he will score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On the ground, this is Kamara. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Steps away to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get back to the 41-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 6 catches, 133 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Flacco from the gun. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for him. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And now a pause here after the play because, as you can see, slow to get up is Alvin Kamara. Coming up on 2nd and 7. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Well, it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice.
Touchdown! That's called Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Flacco will lead him up as they're going to go for 2. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he's been the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. As opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. On 3rd down, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Eric Wilson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Flacco from midfield. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning.
Open man, he's got him. It's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Now Flacco will lead them up as they're going to go for 2.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Final play of the half here, Winston. We have hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From the 6.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. 20. He will score.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call, oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Flacco looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes, and he can't find a receiver. And he's brought down. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett maneuvering for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Jameis to throw it. It's complete to Snead. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Here's Winston. Snead's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now it looks like we get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. While the Trainers under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Flacco.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Flacco. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Pete Warner.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Milton Williams
breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill. He's got the tight end, Vanette. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Winston now from the 50. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Again, it's Winston. Underneath pass here to Van Ness. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Vontae Maddox. And the return will stop right around the 25. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flacco. Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Flacco now on 4th.
That's complete to Hightower.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Passing play. Flacco. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Flacco will take to the air again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed. We'll get a review of this being... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on